My boyfriend Mark and I were excited for a romantic weekend getaway in the mountains. We found this cozy little cabin on Airbnb that looked perfect, secluded, rustic, and not too expensive. The posting didn't have many details, but sometimes that added to the adventure, right? As we drove up the winding mountain road, I noticed the trees seemed to press in closer and closer. The GPS stopped working a few miles back, but the posted Airbnb address was 31 Raven Ridge. "I think that's it up ahead," Mark said, pointing to a structure barely visible through the woods. We turned onto a narrow dirt path, and my stomach immediately twisted. This wasn't a quaint little cabin at all. It was a decrepit, abandoned house, missing windows and siding. You've gotta be kidding me," I said as Mark pulled up the creaky driveway. This place looked like the set of a horror movie. Mark checked his phone. 31 Raven Ridge. This has to be it. Maybe the owner is renovating or something? I wasn't convinced, but the sun was setting and we were miles from the nearest town. We unloaded our bags and hesitantly approached the front door, unlocked just as the Airbnb posting said it would be. The inside wasn't much better than the outside. Peeling wallpaper, creaky floors, cobwebs in every corner. I tried not to breathe too deeply for fear of inhaling 100 years of dust. "Well, this is certainly a rustic," Mark said, running a finger through a thick layer of grime on the entrance table. "More like a dump," I muttered, wishing we'd booked something closer to town. My phone buzzed. A text from Mom saying she hoped we were having a fun romantic time. I decided not to respond just yet. That night, in the rickety old bed, I barely slept. I could have sworn I heard things scurrying in the attic above. Footsteps on the creaky stairs. A raspy voice seeming to call my name. "Mark! Mark, wake up!" I whispered, shaking him, but he just grumbled and rolled over. In the morning, things seemed more normal in the light of day. We found a decent diner and spent the afternoon hiking, but the old house creeped me out every time we returned. "Let's just get an early start home tomorrow," Mark said, as we ate our microwave dinners that night, the only food available in the barren kitchen. I agreed, eager to put this place behind us. But little did I know, we were already its prisoners. When we tried to leave the next morning, opening the front door revealed nothing. No trees, no sky, no forest, just inky blackness on the other side, as if the void of space itself was inches from the doorway. "What the—" Mark lurched back, as startled as I was. Then it started, a raspy, wheezing laughter echoing all around us. My blood turned to ice in my veins. "Trespassers, my beautiful trespassers, you're mine now." The laughter grew louder, more menacing. Suddenly the door slammed shut, sealing us inside. We were trapped. By what, I couldn't say. But as time inched by, I realized perhaps this cabin did have a dark history after all. One that, like us, might never see the light of day again.